China's scrapping the broadcast of NBA games over the Houston Rocket GM tweet, which we talked a lot about yesterday. Eunice Yoon joins us this morning with the latest on where this is all going. Eunice.
Thanks so much, Andrew. Yeah, well, it's not going to a very good place. The financial fallout over the NBA just continues for a second day. Moments ago, the Chinese tech giant Tencent, which streams NBA games online, said that it is suspending broadcasts of the games for now. These are the preseason games. And this just came a couple hours after the state broadcaster CCTV, which also has a very long relationship with the NBA, said that it was also going to halt all preseason games as well. In fact, in their statement, the CCTV said, "We are strongly dissatisfied with Commissioner Adam Silver's defense for the Houston Rockets general manager's tweet supporting the Hong Kong protesters. We believe that any speech that challenges national sovereignty," it says, "and social stability is not within the scope of freedom of speech." Now, the commissioner, Adam Silver, is in Asia. And in Tokyo, he told reporters that when he does come to China, and he's going to be visiting Shanghai next week, he's going to have some conversations with officials to try to smooth things over. Those conversations might not go over very well because there has been such a swift punishment for these comments, both with the tweet as well as from the NBA. In fact, the Chinese Basketball Association has canceled all 4 NBA games that were scheduled in China for October 19th and 20th. Just a couple minutes ago, the smartphone maker Vivo, which is a Chinese firm, said it's putting its partnership on ice for now. And this is after all day we were hearing several celebrities denouncing the NBA and saying that they were also going to suspend their relationships. And the term Houston Rockets now is no longer searchable on Alibaba's as well as JD's shopping site. So I think it just goes to show how challenging things are right now for international companies and, of course, American companies when it comes to anyone talking about Hong Kong, which is seen by Beijing as a touchy subject. And just one more thing on that. The Foreign Ministry today kind of gave a hint probably about how they feel about the U.S.'s involvement, or at least the NBA's comments about Hong Kong, in a statement that it said about a completely different subject, and that is the U.S. Commerce Department's decision to expand the blacklist for some of the Chinese firms because of the Muslim population in the far West. Essentially, China said the U.S. should stop interfering in Chinese affairs. In other words, they want the Trump administration and the U.S. more broadly to butt out of their business. Guys?
Hey, Eunice, very quickly, just in the last 10 minutes or so, Adam Silver has made some comments. You mentioned that he's in Asia. He's trying to take this on, and it's a delicate dance. He said, first of all, we'd like those to the NBA, connected to the NBA, to be sensitive to other people's cultures. He said, we regret that we have upset millions and millions of fans, but obviously trying to walk a fine line. He's also saying he's not apologizing for Houston general manager exercising his freedom of expression. Huge issue because obviously an American league, but in China they have, I believe, double the number of fans that there are in terms of people of the United States, something like 600 million fans or more in China. And so it's obviously a huge market for them, but trying to walk a pretty fine line with some of these comments that he's coming out with this morning.
Yeah, that's right. And I think it's a fine line that the NBA has to walk, and Chinese companies as well, because right after Tencent made that announcement that they were going to cut ties or suspend ties with the NBA, there was a lot of discussion online here about how Tencent had just recently inked a very huge deal to get the rights. I mean, some people were saying it's like $1.5 billion, so that hasn't been confirmed, for a 5-year deal to air NBA games. And the most the comment that you could see the most is that Tencent decided to choose life instead of money, and that was kind of a hint that a lot of companies, if you want to do business in China, you have to fall in line with what Beijing wants.
Right.